Well, good morning everybody, and it is June. I haven't talked to you guys for over a month now. Sorry. But if you've seen my postings, I've been up north every single, I think this is a record, every single weekend in May. I went up to the lake to get the new camper ready. And we got it all done. I got all my last little touches and stuff done, and the last little video I posted pretty much showed you everything that was done, except for I had hung up a couple like little cute kitschy cocktail bar picture and some of my dad's artwork and stuff like that, and trying to figure out how to get it, because I didn't want to put, like, even though it's my camper, I didn't want to put screws or nails or anything into the wall, so I was using those 3M, and those usually work really good, but I think the wall covering in the camper is kind of like a vinyl-y whatever, so it doesn't stick as well as you'd want it to, you know. So I'll be right back. Something seemed like it was off kilter or something, but it's not. I guess it's just me. I guess since I haven't sat down with you guys for a month, everything seems a little bit, you know, when you haven't done something, everything seems like a little bit off. You gotta get back into the feel of it or whatever. So, and I'm not having coffee today. It might look like coffee. I'm going to take a swig because I'm really thirsty. I'm having Coca-Cola today. Diet Coca-Cola. Because it is like pushing 90 degrees today. We went from, you know, like April was nice and we're all excited for the start of the season. May hit and we had some really nice weekends, and then we had some weekends that were like, they were awful, rainy and cold. One weekend, it was kind of a weekend that we're going to do like outside work and landscaping and that type of stuff up north. And it was miserable. Rainy, cold, muddy. You couldn't do anything. You couldn't even do landscaping, even because of the weather, because it was so muddy up there. So we didn't go up until, we just went up for a day trip. Since it's only a little over an hour, you know, you can jot up there for a day, and I met my nephew up there, and we kind of just unloaded stuff, did some stuff, hung out for just a little bit, and we said, we'll leave all the materials that we brought up, and I took another load up with me in my car. And a mattress. My mattress came in. I have been hunting for a mattress for my camper, and look at it, because it's an odd size. You can't just go buy a mattress. You got to special order one. Well, I'm thrifty, so I was looking, and I didn't want to spend $160 for it was one of the lower bunk bed for something that somebody's only going to sleep on maybe 3 times a year, if that, right? So a girl that is up there, Lisa, said, you know, here's a hookup for a site that will do custom mattresses. Oh, they're so expensive. They were just way too expensive for me. So I just went on eBay and kept looking. Well, I happened to come across a memory foam 8-inch thick mattress that it was a little too long, but I thought, it's memory foam, it should kind of like it should fit the space, because it's not a hard rigid mattress, so it's a foam. So I thought, you know, maybe I could get it to work. So, and it was, hold on, $79.99, and that included the shipping and handling. I couldn't believe, I thought, that is this crazy. I'm like, oh, what kind of shape is this mattress going to be? Because the size, that was a size a little bit smaller, that was the same dimensions, but it was only 6 inches, was like $149.99. I'm like, how can this be $79.99? I'm like, maybe it's like they can't get rid of them, or nobody wants 8-inch thick, or I don't know. So I just hurried and bought it, got it, and then I got a notice from the seller. I'm like, oh Lord, what? And it said that, you know, thank you so much for your business. They were very professional, and we had mismarked the price of the mattress that you purchased. I'm like, oh, is this a scam? That, you know, you buy it, and then all of a sudden it's like, and then the person's like, oh, I really want it anyway. That was one of those deals. So you know, it's the first thing in my head. So then just read the letter. Okay, read the note they sent you. And because it said, because we value customer service, we are giving it to you for the $79.99 in our error. You know, we hope that you'll be our future customer. I'm like, oh, what kind of mattress is this? I'm like, wow, that's great. But then, oh, what kind of mattress is this going to be? Are they going to try to send me a... So anyway, the mattress came, and it's compressed, you know, that memory foam compressed, so we didn't open it until we got up north, and then you have to let it expand. It takes 48 hours for it to fully expand. It was unbelievably lovely mattress. It fit the space perfectly, conformed, so you know it's a little bit long, but it fit good. It didn't buckle up or anything. After 48 hours, we went up, we opened it up, and I thought, man, this looks really good. We'll see what it looks like next week when we come. It was great. It was true, because I went back onto their site and it was marked $159.99. So $79.99 was unbelievably cheap. Got a great deal. It's a wonderful mattress, and even though the mattresses were super high, I mean, they were very good quality. I would purchase from that company again, because what unbelievably great customer service that was, to have them say, you know what, it was our error, but we value your customer. You can keep it for that price. So it was great. I lucked out. I think I had added up, and for all of the stuff that I purchased last fall in clearance and this spring, and everything for the whole trailer redo, including my vintage curtains and everything, not including the mattress price, the $79 mattress price, but for everything else, and I'm talking rugs, bedding, vintage things that I had bought for it, everything came to a little under $400. So I redecorated the whole camper up north for a little under $400. I added it all up and went back in my notes, because I thought, and I think, oh, I'm being thrifty and I'm not spending much, but I thought $400 for an entire camper to have the whole theme and the feel of everything that I wanted was great. I thought that wasn't that bad for the whole camper, and it's done. It's a done deal. Not only the stuff that I purchased, and then, you know, when you're doing something like shop in your own home, you know, you see those flip it house places, they'll kind of go shopping in the old home for stuff for the new spaces, and that's what I did too. I kind of went, oh, you know, I don't really use this anymore, because I redecorated my bathroom for vintage up here, so it used to be kind of a seascape, so that went up north, and I kind of just shopped around, used what I could from the old camper. I've got boxes and boxes of stuff that is gonna go, and I'll give it back to Salvation Army. I have that Etsy shop out there, but I just honestly don't have the time to list stuff and do all that stuff from my Etsy shop. I finally private messaged or messaged her, I don't think it was a private message, the other winner, because she never got a hold of me, and it was weeks gone by. So I said, hey, do you know you won? And she goes, what? She didn't look at the winner video or whatever. So and she lived in Canada, and I wasn't going to do international, so like overseas shipping and stuff, because it's horrendous, and Canada's not quite as much. So I said, no, that's fine, you live in Canada, but I still haven't got it mailed. I was going to get it really early this morning, it is Saturday. It's the first Saturday in June, but I didn't. I worked an odd shift this week. I was on 3 to 11, so I missed the movie club that I'm in. I missed that. I missed some other stuff. It's like, oh, I don't like 3 to 11 shift. And then I had a double back where I came home, got to bed like at 1:30, had to be back and up at 6 o'clock and back to work on Friday. So it wiped me out. It doesn't take much to wipe me out. And then I'm on call tomorrow, Sunday, so I have to be up at 3:30 in the morning. So I thought, I'm sleeping in late, because usually the night before call, I can't sleep, because I'm like worried that I'm not going to wake up, or worried about the day. So I thought, I'm just going to sleep in late today, Saturday. At least I'll have a good night's sleep for Sunday, because I probably won't sleep very much tonight at all. So the vintage camper is finally over here. And it was just brought over this morning. This is the latest I've ever had my camper over here. It was driving me kabonkers, but between getting the new camper set up, my husband's work schedule, my work schedule, we just connected it over here. So he brought it over today, and I said, okay, bring it over today, and we get going on it. Well, I slept in late, so that put everything behind. I didn't get Jacqueline B's, I think that's what it was. I didn't get her package mailed out. I didn't get a lot of stuff done, and then it's pushing 90 degrees. And I got it, and it would be okay to spray it down, so but I don't want to mess with it today. So I thought, you know, I'm going to do inside stuff. I'm going to go open the camper up, see if there's been critters over the winter. Stop up the one, I have a hole that the cords go in and out of, and the little starlings get in there, build these, oh, I don't like starlings, big, ugly, disgusting, gross messes of nests. I mean, it's twigs, and they're not like nice little, you know what, a little cute little nest. These are like sprawled out, and they're just a messy, dirty, look, they're dirty birds. I don't like the birds. They're not nice birds to others. and they'll kill other birds and they'll eat other eggs and they'll knock them out of their nests, and they're nasty. I don't feel bad about them. I mean, if I do find a nest of eggs that's in something I don't want it to be, I will not, because I feel bad. I'll go set it in a tree and go, I hope you find your nest, mama, stat 'em and stuff. So I'm going to go do a little walkthrough through my camper. I'm not going to do too much. It's too hot. Got up, took a shower, put a few little quick curls in my hair. I got a nice cool house dress on today. Gonna go out and do some grocery shopping because I've been kind of neglectful for that, you know. I'm sure anybody else who works full-time or has busy lives, I know Tractor Store, I looked. That you don't cook the good wholesome meals that you should, and I'm on call, so I won't be doing my Sunday dinner. You know, that usually gives us a couple days of leftovers. So I'm going to go uptown and get some stuff, throw something in the crock pot for the guys for Sunday so they have something to eat. I mean, it's to the point where we're out of bread, we're out of milk, and I mean, if I had little kids at home, you know, of course I would have all that stuff all the time, but we're all adults, we're all grown-ups, and if there's not something that you can throw together, everybody can run uptown and get something. But when everybody works full-time and we're all on different shifts, it's like chaos around here. So last night I was wiped out tired. So I ordered pizza. Or we'll probably do that every 2 weeks. We'll order pizza, and then we'll order 2 big ones, so then we got leftovers. And if we sometimes run uptown and get Chinese, and then we order a lot of Chinese, and then we'll eat off that for days. And you never get sick of leftover Chinese food. So I have to go get groceries today. So that's my goal. Open up my camper, see what's what in there, see what's going on. And then get my groceries, and just kind of a housewifely day to day for me, and do that type of stuff. Maybe clean my Suburban off. It's just a big old mess because anytime you take it up north, and since it's been up north every single weekend, because Memorial Day was last weekend, it's just a mess up there because the trees drop stuff and there's bugs, and so I think we might do a little wash over because I won't be back up until up north until the very last weekend of June. So I'm glad I got up there every weekend in May. So, because that's a long time. And that's birthday weekend for like me and my sister and my nephew and my cousin. And not all the time do we all make it and all get up there, and because I don't have a lot of time off, so I don't know what we're gonna do for that. It might be just a quick little day trip. Who knows? But we have that going on, and you know, then I got work this weekend. Then I gotta work next weekend, and then I got the camper rally. I am so far behind on everything. It's just been, since I've started this job, I just don't have the groove yet when it comes to the personal things that I do on the weekends and stuff, and my husband's schedule has changed, so we've had all these big scheduling changes with their lives, and we don't got the groove down yet. So we're trying to get with that and just have other things in life. But you know, I was used to having every single weekend off. And it is not a bad call schedule at all, because you work a weekend, you work the next week, and then you're off for like 5 weekends. So it's good, but when you're trying to do other things in your life and get it all organized, I tell you, it's dinner sometimes. So that's my day today. I'm just going to do errands and checking out stuff, and I've already started getting ready for the camper rally. I started a couple weeks ago getting ready for that, and I decided, because last year I totally went so overboard with the camper rally. I mean, when I had the little meet and greet dinner that I had that Friday night, I had way too much food and too much stuff, and I tell you, people, you know, they're happy with a sandwich and some potato salad and some chips and some nice cool beverages. So that's what I'm going to keep it to. I was going to do shredded pork or beef, and I thought that will be nice, but it's going to be hot that weekend. It's going to be, it looks like, you know, the forecast always changes, of course, but I am parched. My Coke is my first drink of the day. Isn't that sad? Or I have some water. So I'm gonna make it much simpler because you don't need all that stuff. And I'm gonna do that with the whole weekend. I kind of just overdo it with everything, and that's the way I am. Oh, pedal back. So it's gonna be hot that weekend. I was kind of holding off buying a portable AC unit for the vintage camper because I thought it was a fluke last year. It was a fluke that it was that unbelievably blazing, smoldering hot. It won't be that way for this Father's Day weekend, for the camper rally that weekend. The forecast, yes, said it was going to be hot. And I thought, I'm not going to gamble. I was not going to buy a unit, but I'm gonna have to. Even if I use that thing once a year, I don't care. Once a year, and I'm looking at it, I can get one for about $200. hot, but I tell you, when you get to a certain age, you don't want to tolerate the hot anymore. You just don't want to be uncomfortable and sticky, and you know, and then you're trying to dress up nice. Like, this is what we wore, me and Christy wore the whole time. We wore these light, cottony, very comfortable house dresses. Wore our hair, I tell you what, our hair didn't look, there was no fluff to our hair, there was no curl to our hair. It was so hot that, you know, you try to curl your hair and it was so humid that it went, I mean, it wouldn't even hold a curl like this. And this wasn't even a wet set this morning. I just got up, took a shower, put like, I don't know, maybe 7 or 8 curls in my hair, and put a scarf in my hair. Well, we tried that for that rally last year, and we were a hot mess. Our hair was like straight, and the makeup, it would just run off your face. But it was a fun, great first camper rally. We had a ball. But we're going to be ready for the heat this time. We're going to get that AC unit. I bought, I have a nice little vintage fan that we put inside too to blow around the air. Because you don't have your AC go on the day of the rally, because you don't want that modern day appliance sitting in the middle of your beautiful 1971 authentic vintage camper, because we have everything vintage in there, remember? Everything's authentic, even down to our bed sheets and linens and everything. I have, the only thing that is not vintage that's in there is a microwave, which I'm going to take out. It's a really cool retro orange microwave. I love it. But I think we've used it twice since we've taken that camper out. So I'm going to take that. I'm not going to get rid of it because it's so cool. I don't know what I'm going to do. Like everything that's in my garage, I'm going to keep it and I might use it someday. I might put it back. I don't think I'll ever use it in that camper. Because you don't, usually when we take it out, you know, we're going somewhere where we're either eating cold foods or noshing on cheeses and breads and wine and whatnot, or we're going somewhere that there's food served. So we don't need that microwave to reheat. And you know what? You can eat a cold piece of pizza, or you can eat a cold piece of whatever. You don't, if you're hungry in the middle of the night, you don't care if it's cold anyway. So I'm going to take that out so that my closet will be empty to store the AC unit. And they're big and they're heavy, but it is what it is. So I'm taking that out to put that AC in. I'm getting it. I'm going to get that AC unit and we're going to be comfortable. And then I'll just run it. I'll run that baby at night until right before the rally. And then, like I said, I had the little, I am sorry all over the place today. I have a little vintage fan, and it's so cute, but it blows out a spit of air. Nothing so, and I can't remember who it's made by. I'm looking at it. I've got it in this bedroom. It's a vintage heritage collection fan where it's the whole fan, it looks like your modern day oscillating fan. It works the same way, but it's all made out of metal except the knobs. The whole unit is made out of metal except the little knobs on top are plastic. I'm like, why don't you make those metal too? But they look like it. So I'm going to put that in there for rally day just to keep the air circulating and keep it that cool, because I don't have that AC unit out during the rally. So we've got a good turnout for the rally. All of the spots we reserved are full, and then we have a couple overflow spots that, you know, because the rally I wanted to keep it small. Those have booked up too. And of course they're included, even though the rally spots, anybody that is in the campground that brought their camper but didn't have a spot, they're welcome to do everything. I mean, come on, of course they are, you know, but we didn't want to have more than the 14 or 15 spots that we have reserved. One, I don't want it to be too big and overwhelming, because we have gone to a rally before where I think it probably started out like ours, and it grew and grew and grew over, and she's been doing it for very many years, and she does a lovely job. But you could see that it was a lot of work for her, and it was a lot, very stressful, and I thought I want to keep ours small. So, you know, the people that come, if you want to come next year, you better book, and then there will be only so many spots. So, you know, and every year there's somebody that can't come or they have something else, so spots will open up because of people's schedule, and then people will book that, like, can't come this year, they'll book for next year. But I don't want to get it too big where it's not enjoyable for me, because we only get a vintage camper a couple times a year. You know, this and the Mississippi Mayhem, and that's probably about it now, just for the fact of all of our schedules are so busy. And but someday when I cut down my hours or maybe work somewhere, you know, it would be great to work where I am right now until I retire, but you never know what you're going to do, and you might want to have a job that you don't work the weekends, or however that works. But I have lots of working years left before I get to retirement. Lots, unfortunately. Think, oh, it'd be so great to retire, but you're like, oh yeah, but that's putting you closer to that spectrum of your life. So I'll be happy to work, but I would love to cut down 1 day a week. That would be awesome. and I could do it budgetarily. So if the opportunity comes knocking at work, they say, oh, we want to cut some hours back, I will do it. So today is just a day of errands and running and getting all my housework stuff done, going uptown, doing my grocery shopping, maybe do a little camper stuff, not much because it's hot. And then I have to go get like gift bags and stuff like that because I'm starting to get my door prizes together. So I'm hoping that I have another coffee in with you before my camper rally. I've been so bad about that. And thank you very much for everybody who's held on and not been complained of the fact that I haven't had my breakfast and stuff. I've tried to put other like little videos and little vignettes of things up on my YouTube channel. Just haven't had the time or gumption or organization to put these up. So thanks a lot for being so patient with me and the span of like a month. I haven't done that since I started my first job of a morning coffee because I really enjoy them and I love all the comments and stuff and all the conversations I have with you down below about what your guys are doing, because I love to hear do you have a vintage camper, or are you a vintage enthusiast, or are you into the vintage hair and makeup stuff? I love hearing about that. Or you other YouTubers that have channels that, I do that too. I go look for other YouTube channels that are not similar to mine, but they have the same hobbies that I do, or the same likes or loves or things like that. So thanks for being patient with me. I know it's a short coffee this morning. Thanks for understanding. I like that very much, and you're such a great group of people, and I'm very appreciative of all of you. And Jackie, if you're watching, I'll get your prize mailed out here eventually. I promise, I haven't forgot. It's in the box on the table with your address on it. I just got to get to a post office during the postal service hours that I'm available to do it. Everybody have a great day. Have a great June. Hopefully we'll touch base again before the rally, if not after for sure. And then some of you have commented that you would love to have me do some morning coffees up north at my up north place, and I'm going to do that. I got my little mini tripod up there and my camera, and we'll do some morning coffees at my nice little vintagey breakfast area there, or it might be tea because I like to drink tea too, so might be doing that. So take care everybody. Have a lovely June. Have a lovely Father's Day that's coming up. It's going to be is it the summer solstice is like June 22nd or something, where the days start going the other way. Lord, we're just in December. So take care, and we'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.